Hello. How are you? I am Rags. I'm a dog. I'm here with another video. No, I lied. I'm here with two videos. They're nice and short. They make for a great little package deal. Someone sent me these. I'm very appreciative of that. They're definitely worth taking a look at. In fact, you might get some nostalgia? Can I call it that? Nostalgic vibes? Do you guys remember bully hunters? I know I do. I made a video about bully hunters a while ago. You should check that out if you haven't. It's a good one. Today we're looking at a pair of videos from Sky, and I believe they are an internet service provider in the UK. The first video is called What It's Really Like to Be a Woman in Gaming. A woman in gaming. Can you imagine? I can't. Women in gaming? Women playing my video games on my internet? I don't think so. I don't think so. But, let's see what they have to say. So far, pretty good. Getting some solid Saw vibes. So, that means this video will probably be terrible.
Disgusting, repulsive, it's just not okay.
Yeah, I know Saw movies are, but what about the video?
Sky Broadband and Guild Esports invited men to train in their new immersive gaming room.
All right, I don't know who you are, lovely young lady, but slow down. It's not a race. Pronunciate your syllables. For instance, it's probably not Guild Esports, it's Guild Esports. However, I'm not going to blame you. I'm going to blame the director for this production. You should know better, whoever you are.
This is what happened.
So, Sky Broadband and Guild Esports invited a bunch of men gamers to train in their immersive gaming room. All right. It's no Galadriel narration, but I think I understand the world building of the UK now. Now, I'm not sure who made that. Well, like Sky did, but you know, like who made this. But if you were to ask me what an immersive gaming room is, this would not... Look at it. It's a bright-ass white box. This is not an immersive gaming room. An immersive gaming room, you got your monitor, and you got your table, your keyboard, your mouse, your chair. Basic, nice and easy. You're probably not going to have a super bright white room around you to create massive glare, especially if you have that curved screen, which can sort of focus the glare back onto you, but maybe not. It depends on your setup. There's no decoration. It's like you walked into a sterile prison cell to answer for your game crimes, to answer for that cannon rush you did back in 2014. There's no furniture, there's no rug, there's no nothing. You're already got these guys on edge and expecting something because you brought them into this production and sat them down, but there's nothing immersive about this gaming room. This is the most distracting gaming room probably ever with all these bright white lights everywhere. We're like 2 seconds in, and I don't believe that you know anything about gaming. But surely, you will prove me wrong.
It's game time. 3, 2, 1. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, they're playing a single player game. It looks like it's aim trainer, some sort of an aiming trainer. That's good. All right, have to keep our skills sharpened to pwn the noobs.
My finger's fatiguing.
Is it? Is it really? Your finger is fatiguing. Look at you. You don't fatigue ever. It just goes to show you, gamers, never skip finger day. Friends don't let friends skip finger day. You have to be ready to finger. Oh my god, the Shadow Man wants inside.
What is going on up there?
Stop playing a man's game, little girl. Oh, you're hot.
Hey.
Oh, you want to give me a kiss?
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. This isn't interesting at all, is it? Okay, I get it. The immersive gaming room. I get it now. The immersive gaming room is supposed to immerse you in what it's like to be a woman in gaming. What do we have? Stop playing a man's game, little girl. Oh, you're hot. You want to give me a kiss? Yeah, this is the kind of inexcusable abuse that a woman might. I am shocked. I, for one, am shocked. I cannot believe this. I hope that all of you ladies out there understand that if you come into video games, this is the kind of terror that awaits you.
Oi you. Oi you. Oi you.
Oi you. Oi you. Oi. Oi you. You. Oi. Oi you. Oi you. Yeah, I agree. That is abusive. No one should say that. I'll have you know, this is Arkansas. We don't say oi you. We say howdy y'all.
Hey, come on, what's wrong? Why are you being a
Wait, what? It's you blurred it. You can't have them say things that you blur. I thought the whole point was it's an immersive game room. You can't be blurring stuff. I have to know what he's saying. Was it bitch? Was that the word? Or was it the C word? I don't know if I could say it on YouTube. Cunt. Can I say cunt? Can I say cunt? No. I can't. Rags, remember to edit this.
I bet you are so fat in real life.
I bet in real life you're fat. As if to distinguish you from your in-game avatar, who is the peak of physical fitness. Just the way that he says that. He's so happy. You could hear the smile in his voice when he's like, "Oh yeah, I bet in real life you are so fat."
Hey you. Oi, just spit or swallow.
Right, look, this guy, he obviously swallows. Look how big he is. But the point is that that's a vulgar thing to say, and you should not ask that to women or to men. Why? Yeah, this isn't something that you just say to a woman. You could say this to anybody to imply that they are a homosexual, or they are a deviant, or that a woman performs fellatio. Can I say that on YouTube without getting demonetized? I don't condone fellatio. I'm just referring to the act of fellatio. I, of course, personally am staunchly in opposition to such despicable acts. I believe only in missionary and for the purposes of procreation. Or was it any position for the purpose of recreation? I get it confused. One of those two.
Wait, talking to you?
I can't find out where you live.
Ah yes, doxing, the thing that happens virtually exclusively to female gamers. Gameresses, some would call them. Not me, I don't call them that. I don't refer to them at all. I am unworthy. If someone was to say, Rags, do you wish to know the IP addresses and IRL home locations of all of the single hot gamers in your area, I would say, nay! Nay. I am not worthy to even look upon their abodes from a distance or on Street View in Google. But, you know, I mean, all jokes aside, these all seem to be problems that virtually happen to everybody on the internet. Some of these are gendered, of course, but I guess we'll get to that later. But a lot of these that you've thrown in just seem to be stuff that happens to people on the internet, maybe potentially sometimes.
Hey, you want to give me a kiss?
Do you want to give me a kiss? Has any woman on the internet been asked by another gamer if they would like to be given a kiss? Is that maybe I'm out of touch. I admit I'm out of my element here. I am not a gameress. I'm a gamer oos. Though I have been asked if I'd like to give people kisses before. But I think in hindsight, they were asking if I wanted to kiss their, let's call it their posterior nether regions, which I don't think is a sign of endearment.
Oh, you?
Oh, you!
They know you
Kill
exist.
yourself. Seriously, just go kill yourself.
Again, yeah, I mean, yeah, people on the internet will tell you to kill yourself sometimes. If you're playing online games, if you're riling up the other team, if they're getting upset, if it's a competitive environment, you know, people might tell, or if it's an image board discussing furry pornography, doesn't matter where you go. People will tell you to kill yourself. My personal advice, should you receive any of these orders or recommendations, is to not do it. I don't enjoy the framing that often happens here when we talk about the women in video games discussion, this idea that women somehow have it way, way worse than men. I think that sometimes men kind of forget how much they have, dare I say the word, internalized and gotten accustomed to the way that we often talk to each other and about each other in these internet spaces, in these gaming online spaces. If I had $1 for every time I was told to kill myself, I could have retired years ago. It is just such a normal and expected part of online video gaming that you don't even think about it anymore. The things that are told to people is just so nasty. The names and it's awful, but it's part of the space. And it might be a shock to you once you start playing games, but then very quickly you realized, oh, yeah, these guys on the internet, they're just a bunch of clowns, and I can say those things right back to them, or I could laugh at their face, or, I could kick their ass at the video game, which means it literally doesn't matter what they have to say, because they have to go home as the loser. It's trash talk. It has been a staple of competition since time immemorial. Allow me to dispel what might be a notion that is circulating in the aura surrounding this kind of video. Ladies, if this happens to you, I'm sorry, but you are not special.
I just recorded your voice. I will be your hot.
Yeah, I guess it's just more talking and nasty stuff. One of them said, I just recorded your voice, which is like okay, all right, what are you gonna do, jerk off to it later? Like, I don't know, does that mean you're... Okay, it's weird, I guess. Wait, if someone says, I just recorded your voice, everyone in the server would laugh at that person because they're being a creepy weirdo. That's a weird self-own to put in this video. You're a woman, and I just recorded your voice, the voice of a woman that you have, as you are a woman. Yeah, I've got this as a file on my computer now, so how about you that? Yeah, how about you consider that there's a thing that I've done to you? Meh. Okay, now you're just being repetitious, which, like, I get it. I guess all the guys cycle in and they sit down in the immersive gaming room, or as I'm sure they call it on set, the IGR zone. But, yeah, it's like they played the, ooh, you're so fat one again. And I'm like, man, guys, come on. Saying that someone's fat is not particularly clever. Yeah, I know I did it earlier to the guy in the shirt, but it was clever when I did it. When they did it, it's not very clever when they do it.
Your address, otherwise people would care if you died tomorrow.
People wouldn't care if you die tomorrow? What the fuck is that? I guess it just goes to show how internalized I've made this kind of verbal abuse on these online spaces and on the internet in general, or maybe I'm just an adult, I don't know. But I can't help but laugh when I hear someone say that. If someone was in a game with me and I was playing against them and whatever, and they said, this will probably almost certainly be in like text format, most of these insults, but if they text or said, no one would care if you died tomorrow, I'd be like, what the fucking insult is that? Have you been sitting on that one for a while? Just waiting to bust that one out? When the...
What the hell was that about?
Yeah, one of the things that strikes me as odd, right? If you are going to... You know what would be a really good way to immerse you into what it's like to being a woman in video games? There's no need for all of this production, right? You don't have to make the immersive gaming room, which is as far away from an immersive gaming room as I think you could get. You wouldn't make this big bright white box with all the lights and have all these shadow people go around the fucking walls and stuff and say silly things to you as you played your single player bloop bloop aim trainer. No, you wouldn't do that. You'd probably just get into an online game and you would just play, but your microphone, you'd have a woman who's got a microphone and she's talking and it's coming from your character, and then maybe you'd be like, oh yeah, people would think that you're a girl if you did that. Maybe, you see, that would be cheaper, it would be more interesting, and it would probably be more real, right? If we're talking about immersion, right? It's not like you're being thrown in like a pool with sharks or something, right? It's just playing online video games. You could just go and do it. You don't have to make the fake gaming rooms and set up the PC on a single player game as if to prevent you from going into the online world. Ooh, the online world. Ooh. No, just do it. No one's actually going to get hurt. It's fine. You can just go there and play the game. That would be immersive. But as you can see, the guy's face, he's in the dark, I almost said the dark light now. He's in the darkness now, there's less light. It's like and then they add the music in post. All the insults. And then it ends like Inception. Like that's just, it's all theatrics. What's that line from Macbeth? It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, meaning nothing. Was it signifying nothing? The point is, it's all theatrics. Oh my goodness. Are you telling me that if I go onto the internet, someone might insinuate that I'm fat? Three out of 4 women under 25 face abuse every day whilst gaming. All right, I don't want to be too much of a fedora tipper here, but I would be eager to know the source on that statistic, unless you, of course, made it the fuck up. But 2 can play at that game. I think 4 out of 4 men under 25 face abuse every day while online gaming. Let's be very clear here. And look, I'm not here trying to be like, ooh, men have it so much harder. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that everyone gets told that they might be fat. Everyone gets told to kill themselves. Everyone gets told to kiss. I guess the kiss one was weird. It just happens to everyone. It happens to everybody. You are online playing in a competitive environment where everyone's anonymous and you can type and say whatever you want with virtually no repercussions. And I'm not saying that these are necessarily good or bad things. I'm just saying that that's the way that it is. This is what's going to happen, especially in a male-dominated space where there's a lot of testosterone and aggression and people are being competitive and they want to get the other person. I get you. I'm going to win the game. And I'm not even saying it's good, right? Like, if the message of this video was that we should be nicer to each other on the internet, I would say, yeah, we should. People should be nicer to each other. Just in general. Not even on the internet, but in real life, too. If people were a bit nicer, that would be nicer if people were nicer, you know? But I'm not going to go around and partner with Guild Esports and Symphony, why did I say Symphony? Sky Broadband or whatever and talk about, oh, isn't it so terrible that people say mean things to each other online? Like, I guess, sort of, but it's just kind of the deal with, deal with it. Just fucking grow a spine. And women can handle it. Women are not weak, frail, little, awful, fragile things made of glass and paper. Those are the 2 fragile things that came to my mind, first off. But, they can handle it. Women aren't shit. Women are actually pretty impressive. Men are pretty impressive. Maybe give them more credit. Maybe you would be better served if, hey, Sky, here's an idea. You and Guild Esports, you could be like, you know what? If someone tells you to kill yourself on the internet, you tell them, no, fuck you. You kill yourself. Asshole. Yeah. Or you laugh at him and say, haha, you are a fool, and I will beat you at this video game. Don't say it like that, though. Don't say it like I just said it, but I'm just like the vibe, you gotta be strong, be durable, be like rubber. Be like rubber. Rubber is durable and tough, durable and rough. It could take a pounding. Don't be like glass. Glass is hard, but it breaks. It shatters into a million tiny pieces, and it gets everywhere. And that's shit. Be like rubber. Yes, you are being recorded. Make sure that you're being very theatrical, so that if you're a very good boy, they'll put you in the final video for YouTube. Ooh, that's fame and fortune awaits you.
I've heard much worse than that.
Man, I don't know who you are, lady, but I am really glad that you are okay and you made it out unscathed. And when they said kill yourself, you didn't do it. I'm glad. You followed my advice. Good on you.
This is every day for me.
Yeah, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. That's every day for basically all of us who play a lot of these super competitive games with voice chat enabled.
I want gaming to be a safe space for us.
What? It is safe. It is a safe space. What do you mean by safe space? You seem to be okay. You're sitting here smiling, and the other 2 gals, they were having a gay old time with this video. Look at us. Oh my goodness. We made it. We are survivors of online gaming. Like, what do you mean a safe space? Like, obviously no one should be doxxed. Right? No one should have their, details stolen, right? Like, obviously, we can all agree that shouldn't happen, but come on, this is trash talk in video games. What do you mean, safe space? What are you talking about? And, what are you implying should be done in order to make these places safe? You realize that online gaming is, the best way to toughen someone up for the real world, right? You go into a game and you're having fun playing the game, and people say mean things on the internet, and they said something. I can mute them with this button. Oh my God, I press this button and now I can't hear them. Oh, what will wonders never cease? Oh, rapture! God knows what the next decade of technology has in store for us. fucking indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, and if someone says bad stuff, you can mute them, or you can just stop listening to them. Because let's be honest here, this is just mean words from some nobody you'll never meet again on the internet. Like, that's it. That's it. That is it.
Change needs to happen now.
Change needs to happen now.
Change needs to happen now.
Like, what kind of change? What are you proposing? Bilge. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. I burped. I don't know where that came from. I think I had some eggs earlier. I eat a lot of eggs. But what are you proposing? What do you want to do? What's your plan? Like, it needs to stop. Oh, it needs to stop. Oh my God. Think of the children. Think of the women. What do you want to do? What are you proposing?
Stand with women in gaming because there is no room for abuse.
Oh, but there is a room for abuse. We just saw it. It was the white. Oh, that's not what you mean. Okay, sorry. I misunderstood there. Mea culpa. That was the first video. I somehow turned a 1 minute 44 second video into, you know what? Fuck it. You know who I am. That's what I do. Next video. Line them up, Johnny. This video contains offensive and abusive language. If you're feeling affected by anything you see, then please visit. Oh, okay. There's a little thing in the description. I can go to a place. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel both offended and affected by what I've seen today here. So let's go to the URL thingy, to that address, and see if we can get some help. I want to see what Sky is offering me, a person who is affected by these terrible, terrible things that need to change. Oh. Half price until the end of 2023. Broadband deals with no upfront fees. This is, I went to the link in the description. I dragged it right into my little URL address being thingy there. So I understand that you guys are based in the UK, Sky, right? But when you put something, right, out on the internet like this, generally, it's like a universal message, right? It doesn't matter if in the UK, if you're in Canada, if you're in the United States of America, or you're in the Mexico or the Paraguay. Like, surely no room for abuse as a movement, right, is in being nice to women online. Like, that's something that we should all just sort of get behind, right? You know, it doesn't really matter where we're from. So it turns out this is like a regional thing. I had one of my friends who lives in the UK. He went to the link in the description and it worked for him, but it didn't work for me in the United States. So that's a little awkward if you got someone who's sympathetic and they went to the link in the description and it turned out to just be an advertisement for your internet services so that you could sell them the internet that I assumed they would only be bullied on. There's some stats here they got from who the fuck knows where. They say that 49% of British women gamers are victims of abuse, which makes me think that you're trying to brag that you've got this privileged status on the internet where half of you don't get abused. So, yeah, that's lucky you. Let's see, 80% of the 49% of British women gamers reveal messages had been sexual in nature. Well, considering that me as a guy get called a cocksucker and a F-A-G word, I don't think I can say it, and told to kiss people's asses, and that I'm a homo and gay and stuff like that. Yeah, those are sexual in nature, and we get told those all the time because it's 100% of British male gamers, probably, or just male gamers in general. Let's see. Oh, this is our old friend, 3 out of 4 women under 25 stat. Yeah, it's 4 out of 4 for men, so I guess I mean, really. And 1 in 10 women respondents are left feeling suicidal. Jesus Christ. I don't believe that one. I do not believe that at all. 1 in 10, were they just suicidal before they walked in? And then they left also more suicidal than they were before, or equally suicidal, or less suicidal, but still suicidal. What is the stat on this? Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna say it. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Anyway, yeah, Sky, if you're gonna put the links in your description, make sure that for the rest of the world that isn't in the UK, when they use that link, it doesn't just take them to, just an ad page where you can buy your internet. It comes across as a little disingenuous, just say, it just sort of gives me the vibes that maybe you don't actually give a shit. Anyway, back to the video. We're almost done. Or we're not. Maybe we're halfway through. I don't know. I'm me. Who knows? Let's see what happens.
What are you?
I bet you are so bad in real life. How old are you? Why are you getting so triggered?
Yeah, whatever. It's a recap of the first video. We know women, or it's awful to be a woman on the woman gamer. It's terrible. It's awful. I get it. I know. I can't bear to see it anymore.
How often do you receive abuse?
I feel anxious when I put content out.
You know what? I think a lot of people who put out content on the internet, a lot of YouTubers and streamers, a lot of them feel anxious when they put content out. I do in a way. You know, I don't want to worry about copyright strikes and community guidelines violations. I don't want to worry about, you know, people hating the video or saying something wrong in the video and having that, you know, out there. I don't want to mislead people. I want to make good content, even the casual stuff here on Dog Bites. I get a little anxious, you know. I think that's normal. Now, it's good to be confident. I am confident, but there is that little part of me that's wondering, like, what if this video's shit?
Death threats, sexual harassment, slurs thrown at you.
Well, you know, Sunpie, I sorry, I just don't know you. Sunpie, I'm sorry that happens. That's a shame that happens, but I'm just gonna be real with you. Gonna keep things on the level. I'm gonna level with you it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. You're not special. You're not this a magical only it's you. No, it happens to all of us, right? Every goddamn day sometimes people say something nasty and something mean. It happens to streamers. It happens to my friends that it happens to all sorts of people that I know. It's just a part of the territory. It's human nature in this medium. And I'm sorry that it happens. I really am. But such is life. And you're just going to have to go on. You're just going to have to live and deal with it and just carry on as if it's not there. And not everyone can do it. It's not a space for everybody. I mean, it's a shame, but that's just the reality of it. And it's not really a big deal, actually. Just move on and deal with it. Just hold your head up and do your thing and put out the content and make it good and be proud of it. And yes, I understand that it's easier said than done, of course, but you have to do it. That's what you have to do.
And it just kind of just makes you feel so depleted.
It's an expectation at this point, and it does come with you don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, some people will say things like you don't deserve to be here because they're just jerk-offs and they're assholes and they're big doo-doo heads. And you just gotta just say, I don't care. Don't even acknowledge them. Just make your thing. Make your content. Nothing makes them more upset than your success. People, that's just a life. People are gonna put you down and they're gonna say bad things and they're gonna say you can't do it and you shouldn't be here and you suck and I hate you. But you gotta do it. Wait, you can't just shy away and shrivel down every time someone says something like that to you.
More people want to follow on, tune in, and support because it's only just us.
Wait, what do you mean it's only just us? How fucking special do you think you are? Just us? Like, I get abuse on the internet. People say terrible things about me and do terrible things towards me. It's like, what? You're not... Like, you're not unique individual snowflakes in this. This happens to everyone on the internet. Quit acting like you're, like, unique because it happens to you. That's not how this works. If anything, you've got companies tripping over themselves to try and protect women. Like, what do you think? I'm not, and this isn't like a sob story or anything like that, but you think that there's companies bending over backwards to try and protect men and protect men's spaces and make things a safe space for men? What, you think they're doing that? And yet somehow... we remain. Then again, I'm kind of glad that they don't, in a way. I don't want to feel so fucking patronized, too. I don't want some company making these cringe-ass fucking, oh, how do you do, fellow kids, kind of videos to be like, oh, did someone say that you're a jerk? Did someone say that you're fat on the internet? Oh, you gonna be okay? This shit is not acceptable. We have to do... No, fuck off. I'm an adult.
But we also need our allies as well, so...
No, I agree. Allies is good. Get allies is very good.
Yeah.
And you know, I am going to take a stab in the dark and say that about 0% of women were actually harmed. You know, I have a feeling that 100% of these messages amounted to nothing, and it was just some jerk off on the internet saying a mean thing to try and get you upset. Now, of course, there's 7 billion people, whatever, on the planet, many, many, many millions in the UK and America and all across the world. And of course, sometimes some crazy person actually does something. But I think it's safe to say that we don't have to count those incredible, insane outliers as indicative of the issue that you're referring to here.
Sky Broadband has partnered with Guild Esports to shine a light on abuse faced by women in gaming.
Yeah, starting to feel a bit repetitious, and I know I'm one to say that, but let's see how far this goes.
The immersive gaming room gives players first-hand experience of the abuse received by women daily.
There is nothing immersive about this immersive gaming room, and I can say that having never been in the aforementioned immersive gaming room. Please give me a break. This is anti-immersive. This is, I don't even know what that would be. What's the antonym of immersive? Whatever it is, it's that. This is corporate gamer cringe. I'll add it to my file of corporate gamer cringe.
It's more about educating people and making them aware of what women have to go through in the gaming space.
Okay, all right, yeah.
We need to raise awareness for the gaming community to stand together as allies and call out any abuse, because there is no room for abuse.
Wait, what is this? What this, like you got this white room and you painted a bunch of, like, mean words on the wall, and you directed all of these women to just, pretend you're, like, in an art gallery. Yeah, you're all in an art gallery, and I want you to walk around and look at all the words on the wall. Yes, exactly, you could touch it right there on the left, yeah. Good. And look at all of these words on the wall like you're in an art gallery. Yeah, because we put all these words on the wall, so walk around and look at them.
I've never experienced the abuse and foul language that I did in that room just there, so it is really, really scary.
Nas Majid, content creator, I would like to commend you for your bravery. I would like to commend you for your bravery for getting up on this YouTube channel in front of the whole world and telling everyone who watched this video what an incredible pussy you are.
It makes me want to educate others and have more of an understanding as to how we can help.
Okay, sure. You're a nice guy. You'll probably forget about this in a week, but it's fine. I'm sure you're a nice guy. You need remember, don't forget Finger Day. You can't forget Finger Day. If you're getting a sore finger from Aim Trainer in the immersive gaming room, you're gonna have to work on it. You gotta work on that finger strength. You gotta be like a real gamer, like me. You know, my fingers, I've got a grip like fucking iron. All those years of Minecraft and Battlefield and StarCraft have made my grip like a fucking bear trap. Do not ask me to lift anything heavy, though. Congratulations to Sky Broadband and to Guild Esports. You have successfully protected the women. They have been saved. You have completed your mission, and the quest is finished. You have received 7,000 experience points each for your incredible work, and you have now leveled up to level 2. Good job. Very good. You did an excellent job. I commend you for your bravery and your willingness to stand up to those meanie gamers out there who say such nasty things to women. Good job. Bravo. Oh, geez, I turned 4 minutes of content into a half-an-hour video. Someone needs to stop me. I'm out of control. But you know what? That's okay. That was funny. I don't take this seriously. After the Bully Hunter thing, I think most companies realize that this comes across as corporate cringe, is probably what I'd call it. This is one of those how do you do fellow gamers kinds of moments where you have these companies trying to do something that's really socially aware and, we want to protect women. All these people say mean things to women, but they're so removed from the gaming space and the gaming attitude and this culture that has emerged, it falls on deaf ears and everyone thinks that it's just a joke. People laugh at it. No one takes you seriously. And if you came out and you said, if Sky Broadband came out and said, you know what, we are an internet service provider, we provide internet as a service, and we want people to be nicer on the internet that we provide. We want people to relax and chill and not be so angry and angsty and aggressive. Maybe you guys could chill out and just sort of try and be empathetic to other people and understand where everyone's coming from and not be so quick to jump down other people's throats and to try and imagine yourself maybe in their shoes, in their situation. That would be something that I would probably agree with. I'd be like, yeah, in general, it's probably a good idea if we're all a bit nicer to each other on the internet. Because in these often very impersonal spaces where we are so detached from other people, where everyone's anonymous for the most part, where it's so easy and quick to just say things, and we want to get those likes and get those retweets and get the and it's... I don't, this video was cringe. I don't dislike or hate anyone in this video, right? They're doing whatever they're doing for whyever they're doing it, right? Whatever. Except that one guy's a pussy. He is a ginormous pussy. Maybe if these companies spent more time on more unifying messages and maybe showed that they were a bit less totally ignorant about the gaming space, we would take it more seriously. So until the next time a big company decides to stand up and fight for women, I'll see you between now and then. I don't even know why I said that. If you'd like to support what I do, links are in the description for Patreon and Subscribestar. It helps me out a great deal. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you give to those, you get access to my Discord where I hang out all the time with a group of very cool people who are awesome and handsome. And also, don't miss our podcast, Every Frame of Pause. EFAP, as it's known colloquially. We stream generally every Saturday, 1 p.m. Central. And we release things all throughout the week, oftentimes. I run that with my friends, Mahler and Fringy, and all of our acquaintances and pals and whatnot. Hope to see you there. You guys have an excellent day. Goodbye. Toodaloo. And I want you to know that I bet you're really fat in real life. So why don't you think about that?